vacation destinations in the entire land. Today, Camping World Stadium as a couple of teams square off for a chance to win the Pop-Tart Bowl. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So BYU's offense will go on the attack first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm
turning it on! And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Throws to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Bachmeier. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
One of the things I love about this defense, they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Promising start to that drive, sort of fizzled out, and they'll have to punt it away. Takes it on the return. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. The Yellow Jackets offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And greeting them as a linebacking core in the business of disruption, tackling with aggression. Any suggestions on how to work around them?
Yeah, I think you pray. These linebackers are fast, they're physical, and my favorite part is they don't like people. Like, they are trying to make physical tackles, and it starts with them in this defense against the run, blitzing, against the pass. They're all over the field, Palmer.
Yeah, and I think for this offense, you want to be able to establish the run. I think the big key for them is going to be working the double teams in the zone game and getting into the second level. You have got to try and cover these linebackers up and get a hat on them. If you don't, they're
picked off. What a play to set them up.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, this is where you go to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points, start thinking about what...
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
And the Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. They're setting up the screen. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He'll do it himself. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He's got it, and he will score! Touchdown, BYU! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass, it's King. This one's complete. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit. Let's keep going.
The Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get the first through the air. Looking left. By himself, he makes the grab. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And the Yellow Jackets will snap it on 1st and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Now on second down. Looking to fire. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's King. They'll run the screen. On the Houdini-like moves, get it to the 22.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Quarterback on the keeper. Breaks into the open. Big time run on that one as he goes out of bounds right at the 10.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
The Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Haynes. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stayed tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! You want to keep your offense on the field? Wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been pumped the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So an 82-yard drive there. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. He's in open space downfield. Got the first down and more. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Man, that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
Yeah, I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. Throws to the tight end. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? Boy, are they loving that huge play. He's got it down to the 9.
Well, the offense is humming now, and you're seeing they can generate explosive plays in a variety of ways. They had the big run on the previous play. That time they're able to take a shot. Everything they're dialing up right now is working beautifully.
This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. A first down run on the doorstep. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Caught over the middle. It's Bachmeier. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to scramble. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cougars.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, that D-tackle has an explosive first step. He shot right out of his stance. He was in the backfield. He was able to make the tackle for loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Gets the back moving. And they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Great place to start for this offense. Motion from the wide receiver. Toss sweep right. Runs through a tackle. Out of bounds he goes. They'll mark it at the 16. We've reached the break. BYU is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. He'll pull it on the read. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
Things look great with that field position a few plays ago, but now it's 3rd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his big tight end. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on 4th. You don't have to worry about that now. Because of the pass completion, it's 1st and goal.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, BYU! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Haynes. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
And the returner will be dragged down. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The give out of the gun. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Kalani Sitake got this Cougar program back in the national spotlight last season. 11 wins, and boy, did they do a great job in finishing off close games.
And boy, are they fun to watch. You talk about close games, yes, they won those, but fake punts, fake field goals, going for it on 4th down, like BYU's brand of football, Palmer, is always entertaining.
It's always entertaining. I remember a little while ago, people were wondering how they were going to fare in the Big 12, but they've proven that they can compete for a conference championship, and who knows this year, maybe take the next step to the CFP.
The Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Trying play action. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won 3rd down and forced him on 4th down.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He slides that just inside the right upright. And now the lead is even bigger.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Fielded in the end zone. It's Taylor. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points, and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Dropping back, it's King. Punts it out of the air. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Inside the 35. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The short hands, it's Patterson.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He's got it. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Nice job by this guy finding the slot guy on a drag.
Yeah, receiver just working his way across the field, giving his quarterback a nice, easy target. That's an easy completion.
The Yellow Jackets had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Off play action on 1st down. He'll throw it. He's got it on the move. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to...
Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Quick strike through the air for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. But you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
He leaves it with his back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Bachmeyer. Got it behind the line. It's Martin. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. It'll be 3rd and long. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
The kick is on its way. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the big fella. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the 1st half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line to pick up the 1st down.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that 1st down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that 3rd down and short.
Back to pass, it's King. Finds his man. It's Patterson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close it in style with a 72-yard pass to the house. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Under fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Leaves it with the running back. He breaks a tackle, and he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, 2 quarters down in the Pop-Tart Bowl. A couple of teams who've battled their way here into bowl season looking to bring home some hardware. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're gonna see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Pop-Tart Bowl.
BYU about to kick it off to open the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Get it out on the screen. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Dropping back, it's King. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
The Yellow Jackets getting set on 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Rutherford. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. Sends it back in motion. To the air, it's King. Got it in the middle, it's Patterson. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
They'll run it from the gun. Jukes his way for more. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice gain, this time on the ground.
And the Yellow Jackets back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Right back to the well. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Blasted as he lets it go. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Off play action. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Never a doubt. And it's a deadlock here in the 3rd quarter after the field goal.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
That's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Rides the back on the option to give. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Makes the grab. It's Hagan.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
The Cougars line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. Here's a heat. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
BYU will bring the punt team on the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The rambling wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Motion from the back. He's looking to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Haynes. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
Punt is on its way. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, running back gets to give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Unloads to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And that time the defense in 3rd and long, 6 DBs on the field. There's not going to be anywhere to throw the football with that zone coverage. They do a great job reading the quarterback's eyes, David. They break on the ball for the pick.
Yeah, great job forcing the 3rd and long, predictable situation. Like you said, now you got them right where you want them. You practice those situations, all those extra DBs, and they make the big play.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Finds his man. It's Rutherford. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now, and maybe we want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside, probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Dropping back, it's King. Hauls it in. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that one.
Got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Bringing it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Working that wide receiver screen. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. This time they'll go to the running game. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Now they'll run the draw.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. Got his man in the middle. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
BYU has this offense clicking. Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's complete to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Snagged in the middle. It's Ryan. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. 3rd down play from the gun. Here's the pressure. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Handoff from the shotgun. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. And this offense has gotten off to a good start on 3rd down, but this is a different deal on 3rd and long. Right back to the well. There he goes. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Makes the grab. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Now the play fake. Oh, they're after him. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
You want to have a lot of success on defense, make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. This defense has been doing it time and time again, and you can tell this quarterback doesn't have a plan.
That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a first down. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Looking for the score. And that one is picked up in the end zone.
You know, as a defensive back, you want to force the quarterback to make plays way outside, towards the sideline. That's a long throw. It requires a lot of arm strength and a lot of touch at the same time. Great job forcing the play out wide, making the big interception.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
They'll send the back in motion. To the air on 2nd down. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds his big tight end. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
And offenses practice the situation. This is 4-minute offense. You've got the lead late in the game. You're trying to bleed the clock and just get 1st downs. They do that, they stay in bounds, and the clock keeps ticking.
The Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Quickly out to the tight end. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
And the Yellow Jackets are flying down the field. Back to throw, it's King. With the catch, it's Haynes. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the 1st himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. That is just gorgeous. Knocks it out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. And the defense was just daring them to throw over the top, and the offense didn't, and they got stuffed.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They'll go to the ground. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The defense coming out to protect the lead, but this offense still has plenty of time, likely their final drive. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
That is just what this offense needed, man. A big play down the field, trying to score a touchdown, trying to take the lead late in this football game, but now they don't have to go super fast. They don't have to rush. Great play by this offense.
To the air, it's Bachmeier. Grab near the sticks, it's Bachmeier. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch, in a big moment, when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Wants to throw on first down. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. And I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
Wants to throw it. The sweet feet buy a little time. Finds a crease at the 20. And he scoops his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Well, I'll tell you, he picked a good time to have his longest run of the day. Really nice job there, feeling the pressure, buying himself some time, and then taking off and getting north. And just so gifted when he's in the open field. That's going to really give a jolt to his offense.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
The Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. To the air. It's Buckmeyer. Quickly complete. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up. Maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
He's got him. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play.
Timeout, BYU.
All the plays, all the plans, all the schemes, and it will be decided on this kick. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And this to tie things up in the final minute. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Right down the boulevard. And in the final seconds, guys, they find a way to get it tied.
Wow, and with that field goal with so little time left here in the game, it looks like this thing's going to OT. You have to give that young guy so much credit. He had the weight of the world on his shoulders, and he's able to knock it through. We've still got some football left here, fellas.
Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Takes the handoff. It's Haynes. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. 4 quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature, who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Gets the back moving. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's King. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Rivers. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
So they'll send out the field goal team to try to take the lead here in overtime. Good, right down the boulevard. And now they take the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Down by a field goal, and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on 1st down. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
And you see him consistently sticking with the run, staying balanced. As you get closer to the goal line, you're thinking the field starts to shrink. Now, do I have a jump ball wide receiver out wide I can throw the football to? How am I going to find that extra space and take care of the football while doing it?
Wants to throw. It's Buckmeyer. Makes a grab over the middle. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Fires to the end zone. He's in! A game-winning touchdown in overtime. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.